March 14th, 2024, Aim High Academy, continuation of part 2 of how to become an effective gymnastics coach. Part 2, coaching methodology, giving information about learning gymnastics to students in a way that they can understand, gives them information they can use to get the skills, corrects mistakes in a positive fashion, motivates them to try their best, helps them feel good about their efforts. Keep in mind, kids want to have fun. Keep in mind, we're coaching recreational classes, not team. And we discussed, up to this point, 9 different ways that are not effective ways to coach. We looked at the ego-crushing teacher, the cheerleading teacher, the uninterested teacher, information withholding teacher, too technical teacher, too much information given at one time teacher, good job teacher, too serious teacher, poor use of time teacher. And number 10, we're going to talk about the frozen chosen teacher. This teacher doesn't engage much with the students. They stand in one spot with their arms crossed or their hands in their pocket or their hands behind their back, kind of leaning back on one foot, and they're not engaging with their class with their body language. They primarily coach verbally. There's not much shaping or spotting or getting close to the students. They stand back. They don't ever leave their spot. Message received by the kids: is my teacher a person or a tree rooted to that spot? They never move. Is there something wrong with me that they don't want to get close to me? The fix: rather than standing in one place, engage with the students by moving from student to student as you instruct. If you're on the beam, walk through the beams, maybe helping with arm positions, a little shaping here and there. Move around, okay? Don't stay in that one spot. Help with their form, help them to point their toes, maybe push their leg out so the knee is straight forward. This is all shaping, smiling at the students and giving them a correction, talking to them as you teach. Now, this helps keep their focus going because they're watching you move around and they're listening to you as you're a moving target rather than a stationary one. All right, so engage with the students. As we said before, teach Texas friendly, teach friendly. Smile in your voice, smile in your body language, smile on your face. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for, the right way. 3 steps to being a great teacher. The student does the cartwheel. The coach walks up to the student and says, "Mary, I like the way you kept your legs straight during your cartwheel. On your next cartwheel, kick harder, and it will be even better." 3 steps to find. That was cartwheel. I'm not sure what came out there. Number 1, say the student's name in a warm and friendly manner. This strengthens the relationship between you and the student. 2, compliment the student on something he or she has done correctly. Number 3, give a single correction, or 1 or 2, 1 or 2, maybe 3 in rare circumstances, in a positive fashion to help improve the skill. And notice the compliment comes before the correction. That compliment shows them that you know that they're trying, that they're not just slacking off. Okay? So compliment first, correction second. And what is a correction? It's not a slam. It's a piece of information that will help the student or all of the students in the class come closer to performing their cartwheel or other skill correctly. Again, it's not a slam given with a stern face. It's, "Hey, let's try this next time." And you've probably all heard about the compliment sandwich. If you want to add a 4th step in there, you can say, "Mary, I like the way you kept your legs straight during your cartwheel. On your next cartwheel, kick harder, it'll be even better, and I know that you will try hard and do that kick like I asked." Okay, compliment followed by a nice correction. Finally, in this portion on part 2, coaching methodology, I pulled out 3 teaching focus points from our Aim High Academy Employee Handbook that go along well with what we've been talking about here. Here's the question. Since nobody's actually here, I won't see your answer. Raise your hand if you've read the Employee Handbook in its entirety. That's a good idea. So I went to the section of Aim High Academy Employee Handbook, Aim High Academy 10 Points of Culture. And I pulled out 3 of those 10 points. Point number 8, I'll read it from our handbook. Fun. I will view life as a journey to be enjoyed and appreciated. I will help to create an atmosphere of fun and happiness so that all those around me enjoy it as well. So we mentioned at the very start of our look at some basic coaching, teaching, instructing methodology that kids want to have fun while doing their gymnastics classes. It's up to us to create a fun atmosphere in our classes so that our students not only learn to move in a gymnastic sort of way, but learn skills in a way that causes them to enjoy their lesson, so that they leave class happy, and so that they're excited about coming back the next week. They can't wait to get to gymnastics the next week. I've heard stories over the years where parents will tell me, yeah, my child wore their gymnastics clothes to bed so that they would be ready for gymnastics the next day. It's up to us to create that fun and happy and enjoyable atmosphere. Well, how do we do that? Well, we have to be fun and happy and enjoyable. If you're kind of a serious person by nature, watch some of the other coaches around the gym and start to try to, up your game a little bit. If nothing else, smile more. That's always a big help. All right, systems. I will always look to systems for a solution. If a problem arises, I will look for a system correction before I look for a people correction. I will follow the system exactly until a new system is introduced. I will suggest system improvements at my first opportunity. We have systems in place here to help us instruct, teach, coach effectively. These include the spiritual lessons we do during class, skill sheets, lesson plans, move up, check off sheets by class level so you know when it's the proper time to move a student. If you ever have any questions in this area, please feel free to talk to Coach Pat, who at the time of this video, I am currently managing those systems for classes at the time of this video. Okay? Number 6 from the handbook. You notice I didn't do them in order. I did 8, 9, and 6. Education. I will be willing to learn from my mistakes. Hey, we all make mistakes. There's all a learning curve. Sorry I'm interrupting here. Don't be so hard on yourself if you make a mistake. Let's learn from it. We start again. Education. I will be willing to learn from my mistakes. I will always strive to learn, grow, and master so that I can help my fellow staff members and customers learn, grow, and master as well. I will look for educational opportunities to improve myself at every turn and will attend workshops, seminars, and webinars for improvement. It's important for a gymnastics professional, that's what we all are, since we're being paid to instruct gymnastics, to constantly update our knowledge of the activity of the sport. And opportunities for us to do so are continually being offered at Aim High, whether by information such as this series, handouts, on-site clinics, off-site clinics like Regional Congress, and simply by asking the numerous coaches here at Aim High with decades and decades of experience. Jennifer, Jen, Carolyn, Sherry, Patrice, Jan, and Pat. We've all been doing this, I hate to say this, for a gazillion years. Between all of us, we have a wealth of insight to help people improve their gymnastics instructing game. Okay? That concludes part 2. Look forward to seeing you down the road a little bit on part 3. What it will be, wait and see. Keep on flipping. Make sure your students have happy handstands when they come to class.